I know for a while, if I'm remembering my history correctly, they were listing figure makers and you weren't listed because of the conversions. Am I correct on that?
Well, I don't know if that was the reason why. I mean, I know that, you know, there was some controversy about conversion figures. And I mean, I was such a novice, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know a conversion figure from any, I mean, I never even heard the term
Mm.
until I started to get a little bit of flack about it. And, um, and then of course I learned that, and I went,
Sure.
okay, well, no, that's, but I kind of was following the philosophy of Mike Croes, and that in his book said that the only rule is that there are no rules.
Hmm.
And then I started getting a lot of negative uh, negativity about the fact that I was making smaller figures, and that I found kind of curious too, because I mean, Sherry Lewis used a sock, and the size didn't seem to be any issue, but for some reason, uh, hard figures being smaller seemed to bother some people, and but in a way, it didn't bother me at all, and it didn't make me stop. So
Okay.
I just kept doing it that way. Although I do make some big figures, 40-inch figures now as well. Um, but I like the small figures. I mean,
Hmm.
so
Well, you
anyway,
you got vents of all sizes, and a lot of guys are now getting hold of Little Jeff, and he's small.
yeah.
So how did can I ask you? Did it bother you much when people were doing that kind of thing? Because sometimes I find that somebody starts something and it kind of escalates, and I know I've been in that controversy in the magic world way back, and it bothered me personally. So how did it make you feel?
Well, it it bothered me. Um, it bothered me first because it made me feel ignorant. Like it was something I didn't understand or realize. And then it bothered me a little bit just because I didn't see the logic. I mean, I do understand there are purists in every art form, and and I can understand that, but um, some of the vitriol I got was a little severe, I thought, and but at the same, I kind of worked through all of that, and I went, well, I'm doing it, and I'm fine doing it. I'm happy doing it. I'm learning doing it. I don't see what the downside is. People are paying money to buy these little guys, and I'm not trying to, rip anybody off or anything like that. So I felt because of what I was doing um, was making me happy and seemed to be making other people happy, that really I should just set all of that aside and just keep going and doing what I'm doing. And so I still make this,
Hmm.
I still make the smaller ones. I have a line that we call 2T, and then I've got the 3T, the larger size. And, I sell far more of the 2T sizes. They're a little more affordable, and, they have a reasonable amount of character, and so it's been actually a pretty good niche, to tell you the truth.
Well,
So it worked out.
I was going to say it definitely because I know that around that time you were really up in your game, and I've just been really impressed with your work. You mentioned character, and I think your figures have a lot of character. So congratulations on all you're doing right now with that.
Well, thank you. I mean, I do try to learn all the time, and each figure I make is a little better than the next one. And I unravel things that were mysterious for me the week before, so, and that's, I think, what's supposed to happen in any kind of endeavor. So.